Hey, what's up, everybody?
We are
welcome
here.
in. Welcome in.
We are doing this finally.
It's
after several delays. The first episode coming at you.
Welcome in. Yeah, we finally got it. Took a little bit of time, a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of trial and error, but
fails.
We got it. Yeah.
Before we even got this bad boy off the ground, how many times we were supposed to get going, and between our other prior engagements. Now to this.
Too many times, but we're here.
And introduce ourselves.
All right. I'm Curtis. I'm Curtis. That's what we do. Just kidding.
AKA DJ Mayo.
Yeah, DJ Mayo, or I come on, DJ Courteous, if we're being honest.
DJ Courteous.
I'm a father of two. Just kind of a blue collar worker is how I describe myself. Just try to stay busy. Oh, sheesh. Shots fired.
How long have you been a blue collar worker?
I mean, dude, we built a basement under my house when I was 14. Dude, my dad had me.
Does that really count as blue collar worker?
I don't know. He had me down there doing a bunch of stuff, dude. Totally. As much as a 14-year-old kid could blue collar work, he had us down there blue collar working.
Yeah, but you were basically like a kid just holding a flashlight.
My first legit construction job was in high school, though.
Doing.
I remember the biggest project we did is pulling off a tin roof and did new sheet metal. Ooh, so we did a full roof.
Fancy.
I did a lot of sheetrock with my second family.
Second?
Yeah, it was like I met a girl at school, went to her house.
Haven't you filled in who the hell I am?
No, we haven't. We skipped right past that.
Mark? Did we make the minute mark?
Oh, I don't even know
probably
if I said anything. I probably said something.
Us.
I probably said something.
We did our best. We tried to keep it clean.
Did we even find it? Are we going to the right spot?
Who knows? Our other behind the scenes analyst, we'll call him, Dark Jamie.
We're live somewhere.
Are you typing Mornin with the boys correctly?
I'm going to go.
I don't know.
Oh, we're live. We're there. We're there.
I'm being annoying.
I'm trying
to.
Introduce yourself. Yeah, fucking goddamn it.
There you go. Get it out of the way now since we're in the clear zone.
Yeah.
I am Ben. There we go. Out of the way.
So I found it here. If you want to fucking look, DJ. He's
not. I mean, okay. We're going.
If he's not subscribed, that's why he's not subscribed. Wow, bro. That's why he. All right, here we share it.
Subscribe.
Can I share it to you?
You can. I can't believe that's where we're at.
Our freaking own DJ. Our own DJ. I say we just go with DJ.
DJ?
Yeah, so then we're not doing.
But I mean, it is pretty funny.
What's that? Is that someone else claiming to be same thing? Morning coffee with the boys. That's Morning Coffee with the Boys, though.
That's whack.
And that's just his title. That's not his whole podcast name, I hope. By the way, guys, if anybody out there does have, we don't want to, but if we have to change our name.
We'll go to war.
Oh, we're going to go to court now?
Name.
Oh, okay.
We obviously have two different type of personalities. But flat out.
That's good. We'll good cop. We're gonna good cop, bad cop.
We will go to war.
Did you even introduce yourself more yet?
I did.
I am Ben.
All I had to say is I am Ben. That's all I have to say.
All right, we'll get into the other stuff later.
Super Daddy.
Oh,
AKA.
God. Here we go again. How do I share it here?
Is it still cool if I'm the one who gives my AKAs?
I mean, yeah, maybe.
It's usually other people know you as, not I know myself as.
How do I share this, dude?
How unprofessional. This guy
dude, I'm trying to get our freaking DJ to be able to. Oh, it's because there we go. Found it. Copy link. And I'll send it to you. Because guess what? We have each other's phone numbers now.
And what are you supposed to do? Whoa. You have each other's phone numbers.
Yeah, we exchanged the other day when you left us alone, bro. You messed up.
All right, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This has been my worst fear.
There you go. I sent to you.
Since I went to Denver and picked up Dark Jamie. I'm calling him Dark Jamie. You might hate it, but I'm
calling him DJ, and people will be confused
because this is the type of renegade actions I would expect nothing else from Dark Jamie. not only did I say don't become friends,
He goes behind
don't
your
like
back.
each other.
As soon as you weren't there, dude. But it doesn't help that you're leaving us on job sites alone 4 times a day, bro.
Whoa, now these are just allegations. I won't stand for these type of allegations.
As I was telling him, that's actually, and I was telling my other buddy from Washington, same thing. Is
you have more friends?
I do have a little bit of friends.
Your life is this podcast, and your life is particular painting.
5 friends, dude.
406-855-8621. Call for your estimates
Grab
now.
a flyer. Fucking grab a flyer, dude.
Dude, now that's just corny. It's too late. There was a time, but it's all look.
Because you tied them up. I don't know why you're bondaging my flyers, dude.
But they look so cute.
I made some flyers, guys. This is our in-home promotion.
I have T-Rex arms, guys.
Oh, the lighting is not great, but it's a nice little flyer.
You can't even see it at all.
We will. Oh, dude, that's what we need the editor for. Our freaking DJ pulling up little images because we have the image saved.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But that's one day.
Also,
one day
we have old school meeting new school because Curtis being my little brother's best friend. He knows a lot of stuff that I don't. Because my little brother, I call him a genius. He might be. Tester's still out.
Tester's still out. Yeah, it's
compared to me, he's a genius.
Especially with the computers and technology. I just started doing this probably 5 years ago when I bought my first computer for gaming Minecraft. And that's all my computer could really do. It was a terrible computer, but it could play some Minecraft with shaders. So
I never
that's when I started learning about computers.
I'm probably more adept to deal with a computer that handles Amazon Trail than I am with modern day computers. I bought a laptop, guys, just to do this. And I don't really know how to even do anything with it. Curtis and our behind the scenes, they handle it. I'm really too dumb to deal with it. You put a paintbrush in my hand, whole different story. I'm the Steve Jobs of things.
But that's what I was trying to get to is I was telling my friend from Washington the other day is all bosses are trying to get to that point to where they don't have to be on the job site because they've spent years being on the job site. So it's like when you get to leave and me and DJ are out there working, I feel good for you because I know what you're doing. You're getting windshield time. You're taking the long way around. You're getting a car wash. But hey, guess what? That's what
somebody's got to do it,
and that's what you've worked. That's what you worked so hard for.
Has to make the hard sacrifices.
Yeah, windshield time, dude. Someone's got to take it.
Somebody has to step up and do the hard things that nobody wants to do.
Well, you had to do that for however long you did it before you actually had guys.
I actually never did any. Well, by myself.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and now you're to the point now where you got a couple guys and you can go have some windshield time. So good for you. You fucking did it, dude.
Appreciate you, and also don't compliment me because it's kind of weird. I'm the boss.
All right,
it's weird.
Should we go back to dissing you then?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
it feels better.
I'm surprised you haven't broke that chair yet.
This chair is actually on hang, and I guarantee you guys, we will be getting better chairs at some point.
Mine's creaking a little bit. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but every time I lean back, I get cracks and creaks, dude. I might go through the back of this chair, dude, and I'm neat.
We haven't even gone to vocal exercises. We're not even really warmed up and hitting it. Is that
really what we really want to go in with the vocal exercises?
We do want to
every morning.
Not even every morning. We should be doing this before air, but we like, it's our first episode. See, I can't even talk correctly.
Yeah,
but that's get warmed up.
That's why we're live. You just gotta dive in face first and hope it's not a shallow end.
Oof. Woo. That's words of wisdom. That's the type of stuff you're gonna get here. On Mornin with the BoYz.
Can we call it words of unwisdom? Because a lot of my ideas are terrible ideas. Have you ever done this where in your mind it's like, boom, this is the way to do it, and then you do it and it comes out all wrong? You're like, that was not the way to do it, but you were so convinced that it was the way to do it when you did it. Like, dude,
have you ever thought like, this is how you remind me of what I really want?
You lost me with that one. Was that supposed to be some lyrics? It's
kind of a tough thing when you can't think of any other words? Like when you go live and you're like, I can't think of any other songs by these guys.
I knew it was a lyric, but I couldn't remember any other lyrics in that song. And because we were doing this earlier, guys, we were talking about, what was it?
Hold
it was
on.
Nickelback and Creed, but it was like...
You wouldn't make it as a wise man, right?
Oh, yeah. Couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. And then freaking DJ from the back seat was kind of remind me whatever the remind me line is. It was good.
Either way, it was a lot better in person.
And we got started talking.
Had to be there, guys. You just had to be there.
But they got us starting to talk about the fact that Nickelback and Creed are like, who's hated more? Is it Nickelback or is it Creed? I think it's Nickelback because you don't hear as much about Creed.
No way.
You hear Nickelback.
But
you
Creed,
hear about the
Creed
hate.
was the original Nickelback.
So does hate start with Creed and moved into Nickelback, and then Creed stopped getting as much of the heat just because Nickelback was so much more?
Creed was getting hate the same time, like Stained. Remember Stained?
I don't.
They did. There's another one, but he had like almost like Disturbed. Like he talks a lot like him. We saw him live at the Metro. Who are also super excited to go see Theo Von.
Are you going?
Of course I'm gonna go. I can't miss out on seeing
Theo,
one of the
dude. I
legends.
would love to
We have
see
Nick
Theo.
Schwartzen coming.
See, I'm more excited about Theo than Schwartzen.
How dare you?
And
How dare you? You
want to know why?
Equally excited. Nobody's telling you to be more excited or less excited.
And I'll tell you why. It's because I don't
You're
think
standing by.
You're
standing by and saying Theo Von's a better comedian.
No. Let me
You're
finish.
standing by that you think that Theo Von would win in a fight versus Nick Schwartzen. You're saying.
Let me fucking finish. Sorry, there goes
harsh language.
I'm sorry, there goes
I think
the
we're
language.
already past the minute. We did good.
Okay, but I haven't seen enough of Nick Schwartzen's stand-up. I know Nick Schwartz from movies.
Missing out.
So that's what I'm saying. I can't say he's a better comic because I would actually have to do my research.
Yes.
And if I did my research, I bet
You'd
I would
find
probably
out.
change my mind. But right now, I've seen so much of Theo Von, and same thing, I haven't really seen his stand-up.
How did that
But
work?
I would like to see what he does with stand-up because he's such a goofy and funny guy.
That's where I'm like, how did Theo do it? The Rat King.
He was on some TV show, right? Look, DJ. Let's see what TV show
he was on.
He was on something. I can't remember what TV show he was on. Was it The Real World?
Yeah, Real World early on.
Because that's how you
know a bunch of those guys.
We will never be a Theo Von because we will never be in a TV show
Dan
years ago.
Soder, Andrew Schultz, and several of those guys all did MTV shows.
Okay.
When MTV transitioned out of music
and into reality. So that's where these guys are getting there. I was wondering where all these guys really came from. A lot of these guys get their breaks into comedy. That makes sense. Reality TV shows.
But it was definitely from stand-up that they get recognized.
That they get into those reality TV shows.
A place that people are actually looking at you.
Yeah,
the only reason right now we have the luxury of people looking at us is because we decided to do this crazy thing.
Because we put a camera up and hit go live and decided.
We're from Billings, Montana, people. Shout out us and come follow us. Come find us.
The little guys out here.
You guys talk about knowing the whole world, seeing the whole world. Have you seen Billings, Montana?
Have you ever been out of the country?
Mexico, baby.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I didn't want to.
You know what's a hilarious story?
Didn't want to assume.
I almost got left in Mexico.
Oh, on purpose?
I bet my parents had the opportunity, but what actually happened, we were down in Matamoros. We were, you go down there and you hit all the vendors on those two first streets, and we walked around, ate good food, and it was an amazing time while we were there. But on the way out, you're going through customs back into America, and I was asleep in the back seat, and honestly, I probably looked as more illegal immigrant than actual American citizen at that time. I didn't have an ID because I was 14. Getting in and out of Mexico was way easier back then. And now I'm on my way back through. They're stopping all the cars and they have me almost out of the vehicle, and my mom and dad are like, no, he's an American. He's with us. He's our kid. He's like, no, you got to get out. No. Finally enough, they let me back in. Thank God. If I was like 14, Billings, Montana, born, just get dropped in Mexico.
Dude, imagine if your parents were just like, dude, this is our chance. Nope, he's not with us.
That would hurt. That would hurt.
Mom, Dad, and they're just like,
it's even crazy.
There's no way your parents could have held a straight face and be like, he's not with us. And as you're like, Mom, Dad, there's no way your mom could have held it together. I think my dad wouldn't play the game. I think my mom would happily joke around about leaving me in Mexico. Maybe joke, but like, yeah.
But she would go along with it maybe too far.
To where they actually got to come back next week and pick you up. Oh, I hope you're there next week.
He's going to learn. He's going to learn. He's not going to be messing around no more. I tell you that much.
Were you pretending to be an illegal?
No, I was 100% just... Who pretends to be illegal in this day and age?
You said it was a different time back then.
No, I was like born in East LA. I'm an American. I'm an American.
Oh, man.
If they would have honestly asked me right then and there, who's the president of the United States?
Right? Done for.
I might not be here, bro.
Dang, that's... Honestly, I feel for the people who have to take the American citizenship test because I didn't pay enough attention in high school history to pass, probably. And I'm an American citizen, but if I like for some reason got stuck in another country and they're like, "Oh, you need to prove that you're an American,"
I need you to pull up.
I bet you I wouldn't be able to do
a citizen test real quick. And hit us with the top 5 citizen questions. Let's see if we can actually stay in America.
I don't think I could,
because honestly, this would be a great one to run across everybody who like decides they want to be like pro America, like. If
can you even pass the test? Can you even pass the America test? This is the America test. I think
that's what it boils down to. Like, because at some point it is like, who can be more American sometimes? You know, 4th of July specifically, a whole lot of cut off sleeves, America shirts. And even that, do you know that's defamation of the flag?
America shirts because you're cutting and changing the shape of the American flag.
But I saw he's like, I dare somebody to try to tell me I'm doing something bad with my American deed in America.
We got some questions yet?
You want to hear these?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, number 1, which of the following is a right only for U.S. citizens?
We got A, B, C, or D's?
1, vote in federal election and serve on a jury. 2, serve on a jury and free access to healthcare. 3, run for federal office and serve on a jury. 4, vote in a federal election and run for federal office.
So you can't run for federal office.
It's 1. It's A.
But I know for a fact you can't run in federal office, or else we'd have Governor Schwarzenegger as the president. So which one was that? And then what was the second?
That was the last one.
What was the second answer? Because that's where it got me.
One is vote in a federal election and serve on a jury.
Vote in a federal election.
I wonder.
No, that's A. That was A. That was the one I thought was right. You can vote.
I think you could probably vote,
serve on a
and
jury.
I think you could probably, because right now you have immigrants that are getting the right to vote all the time.
I think they've come over.
Is it legally?
I think they've come over legally. The ones
I'm saying D. Do we get right? Yes or no's as soon as you click on it?
Because I said A.
You have to go all the way to.
Oh, you got to go through the whole
All
test.
right.
Yeah.
Rude.
We ain't doing that.
But we could always. You could get the answer. I guess you could Google it on the side. What is the actual answer? Let's see if we got it right. Is it A or D? You said A. I'm saying D.
I said A because it's the right to vote and the right to be on a jury.
Also, right now, do you hate Creed or Nickelback more?
Going back to that, if I had to,
I want an answer.
If I had to put a hate marker on them, on just those two, I think I would have to say I hate Nickelback more than Creed because I listened to a lot of Creed when I was younger. Same thing, listen to Nickelback
All
when
right,
I was
since
younger
you're
too.
such a fan of Creed, name 3 Creed songs.
Oh, dude, no way. There's no way. Get
Can
this.
you name one?
I have never
You
been.
can't even name one.
No, I've never been good with the names of songs.
Okay, name.
If we find 3 Creed songs, I
Name
could
a
probably
chorus.
sing. I could probably sing.
Just name any Creed words you know right now.
It's been so Creed. I am Creed. That's like, yeah. Oh, sorry, that's from The Office.
Can you take me?
Is that Creed?
higher?
Is that Creed?
Come on, yeah, 100%
Okay,
that
see.
is Creed. Also,
Okay.
you guys, eventually you're gonna have to pay extra to see that. You're not just gonna sit having me sing my heart out for y'all and not pay for it.
Oh, dude, we could definitely record the karaoke set, right? If we get 3 of us in a row, we could record.
That's what, also, yeah, we're trying to break out of our shells, guys. We're
Yeah.
kind of introverts in our regular lives. You're not out there talking to all the ladies.
I sing in the car a lot. My daughter tells me I have a nice voice. I think she's just trying to be nice. And it's probably because she hears the music that's actually on the radio and not me. But
do you ever
I
feel
wanna
like when
definitely
you
break
are
out of my shell
singing,
and
like
do it.
once in a while you are harmonizing with the radio? You're like, damn, I do appear to sound pretty good.
that's why I would choose a Sam Barber song, because when I sing it, I feel like I do get into his tone when he does the main chorus. So, and that's why I choose a Sam Barber, because his vocal tone is a little bit similar to mine. So I'm not trying to do something that's way out of my range.
Oh, I could do Chattahoochee.
I
I mean, I can even not have the words.
When the money bottle went to me.
That's probably how it sounds too. But I'm like, if I have, I don't know if you're this way, but when I have like the driving force behind me, even if it's a stupid idea or if it's a positive idea and the right, any of it, as long as I have motion behind it and people keep feeding that motion, I keep doing it. Sometimes to my own detriment.
I work on motivation. I noticed that when I lived with same buddy from Washington. When I lived with him, he was in no. I don't mean this in a bad way at all. He's a little bit of a neat
He's gonna
freak.
hear this.
I know.
He's gonna hear this.
He's probably the other guy listening right now.
Oh
but
my goodness, we have 2 viewers.
It is in the best way that
somebody else is listening.
Yeah.
Dude, we got fans.
We got peeps.
Up top.
But anyways, he is a little bit of a neat freak, and it was the best thing ever because I work off motivation. If my roommate is lazy and doesn't do anything around the house, I'm right there with him. But if my roommate's like up cleaning, then I'm like, I feel in my mind, I'm like, well, I have to help, otherwise I'm gonna feel lazy. So I work so good on motivation. It was actually such a good dynamic for me and him living together. It was just like, oh, the house was always clean. It was such a bachelor pad.
If you have 2 people who are dirty on dirty, man, does that compound quickly.
Oh, yep, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I have seen it.
Like, and just getting into a dynamic, and this is just becomes from now being at the boss level, dealing with the amount of dynamics of personalities across a whole mess of boards.
We saw that a lot when we were doing the Grand Theft Auto roleplay. And I don't know, I've talked about this a lot, but anytime you get multiple adults in any type of community trying to go after one goal, it's even probably the same thing with running the country. You know, there's always this turmoil. There's always drama between anytime you try to get any adults together to do anything.
And there's only 3 of us. Like, literally.
Right. Yeah.
Right now. And I'm getting to that point, you know, like trying to let other people take advantage and run parts of the show and do more stuff where I can take my hands off the wheel, trust it's going to get driven.
Yeah. Jesus take the wheel kind of thing.
I hope it's more than Jesus at this point.
Yeah. I'll be your Jesus.
At the end of the day, why the hell not?
Well, that's what I was saying. Is like, it is nice that you can step away, go out, and like how you did. You showed up to fucking the job site that someone was expecting you at, and while we were able to wrap up on one job site,
and
nice.
I really do got to make a whole text printout thing of
portfolio?
all the because I have so many beautiful texts that I've been given by customers. So when people say like it's kind of a thing, it's kind of a lie, because if you go above and beyond, like all my customers thank me, even the ones that I think that I really should have done a better job, because yeah, I might have been painting quite a long ways now, but believe me, I've screwed up a lot coming up, and I'm not even just in painting, in all different dynamics.
All aspects of life, yeah. I mean,
my dad always told me, like, the only way I learn is the hard way, and that's unfortunate.
Damn, my dad never told me that, but I definitely can see that through my history. You know, I definitely was learn the hard way. No one can tell me. And I hope my kids don't get that. I really try to instill
My
that
son,
in my kids.
100%, 11 years old already, could give a shit less what I have to say.
Yeah.
It's gone.
And I'm sure I'm gonna get there.
But
It's coming.
the second somebody needs something, Super Daddy.
Who you gonna call? Super Daddy.
But I'm so lucky because I got a couple of super workers. Get the job
I'm telling you, we need your brother to write us. If we send him us singing a verse, he will have a dun 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 dun
I mean, so the original member of the 3-piece trio would have been my little brother. He was working with us on a ladder, took a spill, big fall from about 25 feet up, and shattered his wrist. Thing was just dangling. You know, had to get two screws, and his ankles all shattered. Bones in his heel that I didn't even know were a thing.
How many bones do you have in you?
Oh, you have a bunch.
Multiple.
Ask
really?
him about it, because like I said, I'm not a smart man.
I asked him because I pulled him down to the house a couple of weeks ago, and I asked him, I was like, so is it true, like, you fall in slow motion? He's like, no, that's bullshit. All of a sudden I was on the ground. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, but I didn't ask him anything about, you know, the heel.
I'm sure now he'll tell me.
Oh yeah, I just, you know, obviously I wouldn't want people to bring it up
I'm
every
sorry.
time I see it, so I'm, you know, trying to talk about
if my
other
brother's
stuff.
out there and he's watching, hey, I'm sorry for making your story cooler than what you say it is. It also is nuts from the whole thing, like. But anyways,
Tough guy. Definitely a tough guy.
literally.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when he was on the gurney, those nurses probably were looking down, pretty impressed.
Yeah.
They had to cut his clothes off. Just saying.
Ooh, I had that happen once.
He might be
yeah.
a small guy, but he's packing a hammer. Just saying.
Yep. I had to get my... Did they cut my snow jacket? I can't remember. I broke my arm once snowboarding on a school trip. First run of the day. We get to Red Lodge, go down. It was all icy, and I tried to hit a box and broke my arm in half. And if I wouldn't have done it first run of the day, I would have stayed overnight in the hospital back in Billings. So I broke it. They got me to the hospital in Red Lodge. They called my dad and were like, you got to come pick up your son. My dad drove to Red Lodge, grabbed me, drove me right down to the hospital for surgery.
Is this when he was super mad about the helmet?
No,
Or
that was
been-
when my brother busted his head open, and freaking that was rough.
That's when I mean, this is crazy. This would have been...
He didn't even bust
I
it
must have
open.
been 6th grade. Had to have been 6th grade. Maybe he was in 6th grade. I was in 5th grade. And he whacked his head. Was it on a tree or was it on the ice?
I think it was just on the ice.
Okay, 'cause
Yeah.
we'll have to get the details.
Yeah.
Even after these years, it's always a different thing. Ice, tree, something. But during it caused the fluid to leak out of part of his skull.
No, he broke a blood vessel in between his skull and his skin, and it didn't rupture, so
Look,
it didn't actually let the
I've
blood
never
come out.
seen a human Jimmy Neutron, but he was
Just
100%.
blood filled in between, and it was...
It didn't hurt, but when you're in school with the kid and he's chewing gum and his...
If you've seen the movie
Megamind.
Home, or Megamind too, but if you've seen the movie Home, when they hook the
yeah.
things onto his head and it does like...
That's really sad that most of the references coming out are just children's movies.
Yeah, but that's what being a dad is all about, or a single
Literally,
parent.
especially for you. I went through that. my
Dude, I
son,
got girls, bro.
my son
Sorry,
is
girl.
literally that is. Don't call Logan a girl.
Yeah, you got a girl.
Disrespectful, man.
But I meant I'm a girl dad, is what I meant. Like
You
just in
at
general.
heart.
Yeah.
Girl dad, and
Bummer.
Logan's
Just kidding.
getting he's gonna fall behind and become a girl. And it's gonna be your fault because you're a girl dad.
Nah,
Just
dude.
remember that.
He loves anything with wheels, so he's gonna be out there in the garage with me. We'll keep him away from all
He
that
is a
stuff.
Hot Wheel.
Yeah.
We'll keep-
Keep him away from all that stuff.
This is the best
you
because
don't be hanging out with your sister. You don't you dare hang out with your sister.
what are you supposed to do at the end of the day? I mean, like, society has me so wrapped around whether you can be a man or a girl or a trans
or whatever nowadays,
yeah,
dude. Yeah, holy shit.
You gotta fit it into some box that other people put you in.
I've definitely been. I reiterate it with my kids. There's boys and there's girls. That's fucking it.
Oh
Sorry.
man, you're gonna get us
I
canceled.
know.
We're not even.
Sorry, day one, fucking episode
man.
1. But that's how I feel. But
Just
at the same
kidding.
time, you do have. We even talked about this the other day. You gotta accept people for whatever they want to believe.
Montana. We are the last
Well,
people
yeah.
who caring about the political
Yeah.
agenda at the end of the day.
For sure.
We are also the first people who will build a wall around ourselves.
Because we don't want.
Piss
we don't.
Montana off.
'cause we don't
We'll
want
just
anyone
build
else.
a wall around Montana. We're like, we don't give a shit. We just want everybody out. If you're here, you're cool.
We'll keep us in too. Like we don't even
And
want
we might
anything to do with
leave.
you.
We might leave it
Oh.
open to Canada just because we want to go hunt and kill their stuff. They got some good stuff
Yeah,
up there, you know.
yeah.
And then, can you imagine going right now, getting dropped in Canada? How long you surviving?
Well, it depends on where in Canada, bro. When I moved from Alaska to Washington, it was a 3-day ferry ride following the coast of Canada. And 98% of the time when you looked out at that coast, it was nothing but fucking wilderness.
Really?
Yeah, there's maybe I don't, because we didn't stop in any town. So no, it was all. I don't think we passed any town that was on that coast. 3 days of traveling down the coast, and it was all.
I've
fucking-
watched that show where they get dropped off in different parts.
of Alaska. Yeah, that's a good show. That's a
Man.
good one, dude.
I couldn't do it.
No, it's a rainforest, so
That'd be-
all of
I
the
think
wood is
that would
not
be-
dry.
Okay, like, and this is also crazy because he might be the behind the scenes guy, but he's also probably the most versatile in survival that I know. Our DJ could probably be one of the people who could start a fire in
In
one of the
Alaska,
situations.
yeah.
Me, I'm behind DJ going, you can do it, you
Yeah.
can do it, you can do it. Like,
I'll be like, how many sticks you need? I'll go find you them sticks, man.
I'll stick these sticks up my ass and keep them warm. Like, that's what we gotta do. Dry these sons of bitches out.
It's like, here,
Let
I
me
got
know,
it. It's not any drier. It's worse.
I swear it was drying them out. Dang it. Give me some more. Let me see if I can get it to her.
I don't want the sticks you used as toilet paper, dude. That's not how this works.
I heard it was flammable. No fertilizer? Oh, I'm getting those words all the time mixed up. Did talk
Flammable
about delicious
fertilizer?
coffee, though. Had to go hit up our local City Brew for some delicious coffee.
Shout out City Brew,
Sponsor,
yeah,
sponsor.
Thank you. We'll take checks. You know, we'll take.
Curtis will take Christina's number. That's all he needs.
Oh my goodness! Knock it
We better
off.
actually. We're gonna change her name to save. You know.
Well, I mean, dude, they're probably
True.
already fake names, bro.
Ooh.
When you show up to work, you're like, who do I want to be today?
You're saying that baristas have
Well-
to treat themselves like strippers. Give themselves fake names.
I
How
never
funny would it be
I
if you
never
pulled
said
up to
anything like
Starbucks
that.
and be like, "Hey, honey, this is Candy. We got Candy and Mercedes here."
We got Candy and the Rock here today.
But let's get down to the hard facts. DJ had the audacity to throw out allegations
Oh,
of someone being too Yo.
Maybe she went to school. Like what?
Shots fired on his own account. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. While we're pulling up to obviously a mature adult woman. Very attractive, beautiful woman.
But do you blame him? It's hard these days when the high schoolers are dressing like the Jasmines and the Mercedes.
Oh, this is great because you are a girl dad.
Yeah,
you are
I'm so not excited for like high school and stuff.
Oh
yeah,
my
dude.
goodness! What do you do? How do you combat it yourself? Because obviously, at the end of the day, you want your daughter to be like popular. You want her to fit in with everybody. But what if your daughter wants to dress like a hoe to be popular?
I'm hoping
I asked the hard-hitting questions here. Are people asking these hard-hitting questions? No, but I will.
I haven't done anything yet to combat it, but I'm hoping that the way I raise her will naturally combat it.
And is it really? Because that's the other argument that you get hit with. Is it? It's really like the people who are prone to engaging in those illicit, terrible activities are the ones who are going to be looking in the first place.
Yeah, but it also goes back to when
Super Daddy just asked the hard question. He does not have the answers.
When I was younger,
Steve Jobs out.
When I was younger, my dad hated the flat-billed hats to the point one time he was dropping me off at the mall, ripped the hat off my head, bent it sideways, and then threw it back at me.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was like, that was completely unnecessary, Dad. Like,
which is so funny because your dad was born in what year? If you had to guess,
because he's
60s or 70s.
Because he's 60 now, so it would have been he would have gone through 70s. I think my mom was 69. My dad's a little bit older, so he would.
Oh, that's even cooler. Yeah. She was born in the summer of '69. No,
I don't fucking know that much. I should know, but
yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I say my parents were born in '64, but I'm not even 100.
But it gets back to what I was getting at is that was just the style, right? And I know. By the time she gets into high school, they're going to be a style that's coming back. I'm hoping it's maybe.
Well, right now would almost be the perfect time to have a girl, because the grunge style, like really heavy
baggy stuff,
sweaters, and
I've even noticed
perfect time to be having a girl right now.
I've even noticed it in the last 2 years that the leggings that we buy, are getting baggier and baggier.
It's only a matter of time.
I know.
What comes after?
I know, dude.
What comes after? Because we're in the '90s revamp. Wait, I think
the next was
I might not even be. The next
was the 2000s. What did we do in the 2000s? That was so cool.
Y2K.
Well, I mean, that was just
the whole world almost collapsed for the first time.
If we're talking about
No. It's
how much we've lived through. Okay, we've lived through all sorts of crazy things.
We're not getting into the conspiracy.
Oh, and you saw the triangle go and you thought it was good. No, I'm just saying.
About to hit Illuminati. I wasn't ready for it.
Absolutely not. I was just going to say, like, we've lived through a lot. You know,
we're literally going to have to do a side
Y2K.
podcast. When you go to the conspiracy stuff, we're going to have to do another.
Oh, no. People will start requesting it. And then it'll be, they'll do that my own time.
And then I'm going to be here by myself, Mornin with the boy.
Morning with the boy, like my other guys over there recording a conspiracy theory account, or I'm arrested.
You're gonna have
in jail.
Oh my goodness! Remember,
I love that you asked me that one day though. So if you do, like, if something happens, you go missing, you get arrested, do we continue the research? I'm like, of course, yeah. You don't just, but like, you don't stop.
I'm also at the same point. I was like hoping that he'll say no, so then I don't have to continue this work. Like, I'd hope to be able to just give up the work. I wouldn't want to have to keep researching something that could get me killed too. Like, if I had the choice.
Yeah, no, it's like, dang it, I have to. I told him I would. No, it's okay.
Wait, what did you say? I couldn't hear you. Oh, you're too far away. Oh,
I think I saw his Force Ghost, and he told me not to look into it. Yeah.
Horoscopes, am I right?
Horoscopes.
We're just a couple Pisces of shit.
Pisces of shit. That's good, dude. I never heard
So,
that
anyways,
one. I never heard that
let's
one.
get back to the hard-hitting questions. How do men tell that
They're-
somebody is 21?
Oh, the back to that hard-hitting question. That's why I think a lot of men...
Well, hold on. Backtrack about 3 seconds. When I said hard-hitting questions, I was dramatic,
Yeah,
dynamic.
and I thought you were getting...
And what did you follow up with? Hard-hitting questions.
I thought you were good. I said that hard-hitting question because in my mind I thought you were going to...
That's not how you said it. Don't take
Clip it.
Clip
Clip it. Because you're fucking
I don't even
over-exaggerating
know what's
me.
going on back there. Did you hear the amount of clicking that was going on from Dark
I'm not
Jamie?
even mad. I'm impressed.
Yeah. I was like, this guy's probably playing Tarkov. Shout out Tarkov. Looking for sponsors as well. We don't play it, but we can find somebody who will.
Hey. I haven't been really playing any games lately.
I don't know. I'm literally just trying, guys. I'm throwing.
But no,
shit at the wall.
about your hard-hitting question.
Oh.
Because I thought you were going to go with the same back to the how do you combat your kids? Not
Oh, I thought
dressing
we were going
like
all the way
girls.
back to
Yeah.
Creed and
No,
Nickelback.
no.
Honestly,
If
if we're gonna talk about Nickelback and Creed, let's be serious. Like, Nickelback has quite a few hits.
they have that photograph
They do.
and they say, "Look at this."
Look at my long rail. That's a pretty good Chad Kroger.
But now it'd be
Chad Choker.
look at this
No.
phone because it's a picture, right? Look at this.
Look,
Oh, Magic
goodness.
Back. Look at this phonograph.
I was listening to Bamskis the other
Boom Bands.
week,
Shout
and
out.
I literally, Boom Bamskis.
Sorry, I had to. I couldn't help it.
But 100%, I was like, this is insane. He's DJing on a radio station, and I'm watching it live through Facebook, and he's playing 8 tracks on an 8-track player. I'm like,
Dang.
most people have no idea what kind of technology it is. And then you have the equipment to actually play 8 tracks?
And convert that into digital form onto the radio. Well, I mean, I guess that's how they've been doing that for
Bro,
forever.
the sad part is, I guess I'm not even really good at making fires. So ideas only get you so far.
Dude, you're
in this
really
life
good
is
at-
what I'm saying.
Really good at laying down some paint.
Sometimes. I don't like to toot my own horn too much, but
Yeah, then you get just exactly what happens. You get a big-headed moment, and then it ends up being the most touched-up house.
oh man,
Oh, this is great.
What a
So-
nightmare.
We painted this house. We thought it was great. Even one guy comes in and goes, I don't usually give people compliments because it
Hold on.
goes to their
Okay,
head.
Yeah, go ahead.
But, God, your walls look great. And then it was like, what, a day later when we noticed the sheen?
Oh, but you didn't
Sheen
even let me
coming
the
through.
chance where I was
Oh,
just
yeah.
rubbing the walls.
I almost forgot.
And
Yeah,
Dave Moon.
5 minutes after he said it. I usually don't say this because it goes to
Shout
people's
out
head.
Moon Construction.
He's walking by the wall, just 5 fingertips on it, rubbing across. And I'm like, yeah, it got to your head, didn't it? It was-
But they did really feel good up until I messed everything up.
Until we saw that little bit of sheen poking through,
Well,
which was a
not even
weird
that.
thing, dude. That was an oddball.
Our other listener doesn't
Thing.
want to hear about our painting.
Our other listener, this guy, it's either your brother, my brother, or fucking EJ. It's
who
gotta be.
have-
I don't even know if Billy
Hey.
followed it yet.
If you're in the chat, type something. Let us know you're real. Probably a Russian bot.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, I mean,
Any press is good press.
any press, best press, got all the press.
Break your knees.
You don't type in the chat. Break the knees.
Well, then he's not going to
Aw.
type in chat because if he types in chat, then we're going to know who he is.
Oh wait. But
If-
let's get down to brass tacks. I can't take you seriously when it comes to being hard about anything.
Me about breaking
Yes.
anybody's knees.
You're not breaking nobody's knees. We seen what happened when we were at the local city brew.
I ran away.
You accidentally told on yourself what you would do.
I accidentally said the truth.
You 100% accidentally said you would do nothing. Are we going back there? Are we gonna get her?
Nope.
I mean, not get her, but get him out so we could get, or it sounds really like we're trying to kidnap somebody, but I'm not. That's not what I meant.
Are we gonna go back and take him out? Nope. But I was gonna keep going and explain how we would. So in my mind, I was still making a plan.
So was it like you were just ruling out murder? You're like, we're not gonna kill him. Not gonna do that.
I was running through the ideas in my head. It's like murder? Nope. Kidnap.
Hey, and if you're out there, barista, it's all kidding. We're all jokes. It's all jokes.
Yes, we're very happy with our coffee choices.
Yeah, I am anyways, because I get basically the same thing every morning. Which, if I do over the course of watching this podcast balloon up to 450 pounds, it's gonna be
those goddamn caramel campanas.
And we don't know if we think it's Brazilian.
We hope, because it's definitely not meat.
Oh yeah, you want to say that?
Carne capana. You say it really cool, and I was trying to roll my R's, and it came out as carne.
Caramel con pan.
Yeah, and I was
because I am Antonio Banderas.
Because I am consistent man.
Do you want a caramel con pan? But
that it is.
Curtis said carne,
which is great. Cream. Don't get me wrong. Fucking love me some carne. But yeah,
compañía, no.
Meat cream.
Sin paña. Anytime I have meat, there should be no cream.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Mexico to City Brew. Walk in, and this is what they hear, obviously translated into Espanol. Yes, can I get some meat cream? A 16-ounce meat cream? And they're like, what the fuck did this white boy just say?
So much meat cream. But $20 is $20. I'll meet you around back.
Like, what did he say? Did he say he was gonna meet me out back for my coffee? Like, this is the weirdest city brew I've ever been to.
Hey, sir, I'm there with your meat cream.
Oh, God. Yes. Oh, love it. That's hilarious.
I really hope over the course of this, we don't ruin our coffee spot. But that is funny.
We pull up and they're just like, we can't serve you guys.
Please.
We listened to the podcast.
Where else am I going to get my caramel compañía?
Where else am I going to get my meat cream?
Now I don't know where we at. You want meat cream or no meat cream? Also, is nacho cheese with, when they do it, the ground beef in it, is that technically meat cream?
Dude, I just had a 5-layer burrito last night.
Is that technically meat cream?
Dude. It was pretty good.
It did better than, also, Taco Bell really doesn't matter. It doesn't really make you sick, does it?
No, it doesn't even really make my stomach hurt as much as shout out McDonald's, but I don't really
shout out our DJ even being here today.
I don't even eat McDonald's very much.
He was
it makes my
dead to
hurt.
the world if anybody could have seen him yesterday.
Yeah.
Whatever was in the air. And then we go to Briarwood.
And that guy was under the weather.
What if he would have coughed on you?
28 days later, I turned into a zombie.
I don't know. That dude was barely trying to let us in.
Y'all can watch it. You can watch the transformation right here, live.
How long did we have to sit there and
wait at the door?
We had enough time
to run back to the car, unload the door, and start getting it unloaded.
How mad do you think he was when we unloaded the door?
Without even talking to him first?
He was probably like,
these guys,
I'm sick. I don't want to deal with these guys.
I mean, we could have just left it there. But I guess he didn't want to have to.
It's just a thing I do, but I've noticed anytime I'm becoming an old person, I just become the chief of police all the time. Because you're dealing with renegade cops.
I think I'm going to be the guy from Up, but no little kid came to save my childhood. So I'm just always, get off my lawn.
Why would they start the movie Up that way? What child is watching
Dude,
Up?
because most, if it's a young enough child, they are not really gonna grasp what happened.
Well, how
Like,
young
young,
do you
I
start
guess,
to
yeah.
grasp that miscarriage just happened? Like, that is such one of the
Wait,
heaviest things.
That's in the beginning. I was just thinking of her dying and getting old and dying, but I didn't even think about
baby. The whole 9 years. Oh man, it's so sad.
Dang, I have to go back and watch it.
Literally, I was
It's a
like,
good movie.
and then they got like that. It did finish strong, but I don't know why you need to.
They didn't. It was all like pictures though, so they never had any dialogue during that scene, right? So they didn't really elaborate into it too much. Like, even me, it kind of went right past me, right?
That is weird how certain stuff, like, it's with me and DJ were watching a movie, and apparently it's called Maxine. It's got Halsey in it, and I'll be honest, I've watched the Halsey scene probably 10 times. I mean, she's the best.
And you and him were noticing different things about...
The weirdest thing was apparently Maxine was getting molested by an old woman. Completely missed that detail. But then even the weirder, at the end, there's like a preacher who's in crazy talking about the congregation. He kind of reminds me of that guy who was like, I can't get on this plane. It's filled with demons. Kind of like that guy. But he's saying he's going to exorcise the demons out of her. The preacher turns out to be Maxine's dad.
Oh, shit.
Mind blown. And then I don't even know if it's part of the movie or if it's not part of the movie, but it was wild.
Dang.
Good movie, though. Gotta see it sometime.
I haven't really kept up. I used to watch a lot of movies, but haven't really kept up with movies. Really since I started, when I was trying to stream. That's really when my TV consumption dropped down.
Bare Necessities.
Bare Necessities Gaming will be back one day, but it's probably going to be more like Bare Necessities Incorporated or something. Bare Necessities LLC, and do all sorts of stuff. The Bare
That's
Necessities.
how you gotta do it. Nowadays.
Which I do. I need to get on that because I do need to be able to like claim that I'm trying to open a business for, because it would be beneficial to get some benefits, and I need to get my kids' health benefits moved into my name. So
I think that's a topic for
another
podcast.
Yeah, because you could go
that's getting way too real for our other viewer.
Hey, you got to start somewhere, dude. I mean,
I know, but
it's interesting.
Does our other viewer want to know about the headaches of
being a stay-at-home dad? Maybe that's why they're here. Or
stay-at-home dad.
Single.
This guy got fired. He fired himself.
He's got fired himself. Being a single parent or a struggling parent, even that.
Struggling parent is the best way to put it. But aren't we all struggling?
But at the same time, maybe that's why they're here. Maybe that is why they are here.
Let me take this. But at the end of the day, aren't we just all struggling parents? Aren't we just all trying to feel our way through this world, doing our best, and sometimes we fail?
Even crazy cat ladies are struggling parents in their own way.
There we have it. Back to the pod.
Cool.
You were saying, your baby mama is something else.
Nah, she's a great mom. She's a great mom.
My baby mama is something else.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We just making jokes here. Don't take it
Actually, I do.
seriously.
When I was streaming, I would literally say that so often. I would say an ex-wife joke because
How
I just
funny
like,
would that
and then I'd
be?
be like, guys, I'm just kidding.
If our other viewer
My
was
ex-wife
your
is not.
ex-wife.
She's not a terrible person. It's a joke. I roll with it all the time. So many times I was streaming and I'd say something and
Did you ever once see her coming onto your stream?
When me and her were together and I first started streaming, her and her friends would come on Facebook. That's when I was on Facebook, not on Twitch. I don't think she ever
still married at the time.
Yeah. And we were still together. And
should we get into the juicy details of that?
That's for another day.
Oh,
we go to whole podcast about
that. He ain't ready for it.
Yeah, no.
You ain't ready for it, other viewer.
This one guy.
I know he's kind of weirdo, whoever he is. Get out of here if you're not going to
I don't think he said anything, but I also, can we get this out of here? I don't want to learn more. I don't
Also, other viewer, how come you've not smashed that like button? How come you have not karate chopped the like button? How come you have not fisted the comment section? How come you haven't
Oh god, we're messing with stuff now. Don't do it.
Why?
We're not gonna touch it. Don't touch it.
Anyways, how come you haven't King Kong'd on that like button? How come you haven't?
Is that how? Oh yeah, I guess it does work. I can do
I
it.
don't know.
Should we? Let's push the agenda.
Yeah, I mean, if I go, DJ, what are you doing back there?
Oh, someone hearted. Oh shit.
Nice.
Oh, we did. There it is. Hey.
We got. Oh, you know what? That might actually be my nephew. Maybe. I'm not sure. That is my nephew. Are you supposed to be in class, you little sucker fish?
Hey man, it's
Oh wait, Mteka? Is that DJ?
Yeah, it's probably DJ. Get us all pumped up over here.
Yeah. Oh my Thanks, God. DJ. Though. I mean, appreciate shout out. Aww.
Yeah, he did it in real life.
But we are like.
What was it? Oh yeah, boom. There we go. We don't get an alert if we get a like. That's okay.
Okay. Do you think they know, like, when you like your own stuff?
Oh yeah, they've got to have some type of algorithm. I mean, at least because for me, I am on my Bare Necessities Gaming YouTube account, but I am linked to the Morning with the BoYz account, so they would assume that I'm liking my own shit. I would think.
Especially the way the computers.
I don't know, man. They couldn't even get into the freaking shooter's phone for 2 weeks or whatever.
Another podcast. That is like
oh, dude, you could go. Yeah,
speaking
so
of
much.
like, okay, I can't get away from how funny the experience was getting over to City Brew. We literally.
Oh, dude, laughed. I haven't laughed that much. We laughed a lot this morning. I haven't laughed that much in a while.
It was like 10 minutes of straight.
Like you almost pulled
shenanigans.
You almost pulled up behind a parked car that was nowhere near the drive-thru. And if you would have, we probably would have sat there for a good 10 minutes before we realized what the fuck was going on.
That's the saddest part about it. I think I honestly would have.
We would have sat there for a good couple minutes. I wouldn't have noticed, right?
We're full on conversation,
having a blast.
I probably would have like 5 minutes in. Probably would have been like, man, this guy's really taking forever,
what
and then gone
ordering?
right back to the conversation.
What are these guys ordering? The whole menu? It's the employees.
I got so lucky in the fact that it was right there. If I wouldn't have, and then going around, and that's actually the second time I was there for coffee today. Shout out City Brew. Good Carmel Compañía.
Carmel.
I really hope the mic is picking up how good that comes out. And hopefully when I hear my voice back, it doesn't sound like, hi guys.
The soothing sounds of Bare Necessities. That was always my go-to when I was streaming. The soothing sounds.
You'd have to get your own little bass amplifier. Get it deeper.
I can usually drop down pretty deep.
You sound like you're trying.
Well, yeah, I got to.
Well, you seen Homeboy who does, he's a rapper. And he's like, when I talk regular, this is kind of how I talk. And
that
he's
guy,
like,
yeah.
well, I got tired of people messing with me, so, you know, I talk like this regularly. I'm like,
well, dang, man. Well, I guess, well, yeah, I can see why you'd try to change your voice if you sound like this.
But when you're like a high schooler, you almost kind of...
You gotta own into it, right? Or if you're... I guess if you were a singer, they choose if you're like a baritone based on your voice, right?
He's a brother. Can you imagine being a brother surrounded by a bunch of other brothers who are all talking like, yo, what up, Doug? And then you come in, hi, guys. They are going to roast you.
Yeah, it'd be like me walking up to him
Steve Urkel looking ass.
Steve Urkel. Oh, suspenders looking at.
Oh man, like that was this morning. I swear, like everybody missed it, but when Curtis showed up this morning and he had his coat on, Super Mario looking ass.
At least ridiculous. I'm powered up Super Mario, dude. When he's spitting fireballs, all right. I got the red shit on.
You, that hat looks ridiculous. How long you had that hat?
Oh, years.
I was gonna say, just like an old man you are, there's several hats you have that you've just had for
a long time. Because I used to really match my like hat and shirts and shoes when I was in college.
Yeah.
And then I wear all my stuff from high school and college.
I was wearing
Never buy clothes.
lots of red clothes when I was in high school in California. My mom would steal them, hide them, destroy them. So I remember losing a lot of them that way. And then just from moving, even from like losing stuff after childhood, and then losing stuff, you know, just between however many moves, going from the shack, going to the trailer. We could have,
Well, dude, I went from the freaking 3-bedroom fucking house. All that, we took so many loads to the dump of just like random stuff that we had kind of gotten and never touched. So I downsized completely, dude.
Just like
felt so good.
When I think about levels where we like, dang, he's made it. He owns a house. That was like the biggest thing for a while.
Yeah.
You owning a house.
Well, when I was working at the car dealerships, I was making more than my brother. You know, he's 3 years older than me. He was kind of thinking the same things, like, what the heck? How's my little brother making more money than me?
But that was so good, because even when Andrew, he was working with with Ben Young, your other buddy. Yeah. Well, my buddy too. Shout out Ben Young if you're out there, wherever you are.
We'll have to get him to dress up like Bob Ross and come on as a guest again.
Oh my gosh! And he is an artist. It's not even like he couldn't back it up.
He just puts on the body. He could totally turn accidents into happy little accident.
I don't. Beyond like Ariana, artist wise, he's probably the best one I know. Yeah,
he was. I remember because I haven't really seen him do art since probably high school, but he was crazy good back then.
Dude, we got a Michael Martin here in town. That dude's doing all kinds of murals around town.
Has he the one been doing like the buffaloes and like?
I know he did a big one behind his shop that was in black and white, but he just did another one. It's like this crazy. It's wild. I'll have to pull it. Can you look it up? Go on Facebook and look up Michael Martin and look up his latest one. These guys who can do just straight mural work.
It's impressive, dude. Even like seeing tags on some of the trains we see are beautiful artwork. I can appreciate a good graffiti for its art. I do wish they would have done it somewhere that was not a train. That's not.
You're never gonna see again.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
I've been
trying to take a picture.
Been there, done that though. We did spray paint a train once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I think the statute of limitations should be over on this, so I should be good to tell the story. Back in high school.
But honestly, like, who cares if you spray paint the side of a train? That's like open market. That should be.
I know, but it ties into the story because the cop said if he ever sees those colors in his town that we're getting in trouble, and we got so lucky. So we're in Laurel. Me and the boys.
Okay.
We're drinking. And
Laurel. Okay, because you got to give everybody perspective. Right. Nobody knows Laurel.
It's a tiny outskirt of Billings, and Billings is not like a big, huge metropolitan city where you have a bunch of outskirts. Laurel is pretty much the only one. I guess you got Huntley on the other side, but there's nothing
unprofessional.
I did turn it down. That's weird.
So unprofessional.
But anyways. It's a little town. My grandparents lived there, so I kind of was, familiar with the town. My buddies house watching for the aunt. How many people did you say
live there?
In Laurel, probably. What do you think? 1,500.
1,500 people.
You think so?
That's like right? One corner of one block of Los Angeles.
I know. Yeah, it's not a lot.
And it's just like I said, because there's so many people in Montana who believe this is the center of the universe.
Right. Yeah.
But that's for another podcast.
But yeah, so we decide we're gonna go spray paint. And we left one buddy at the house because he was passed out drunk already. We go and we park my car in a spot where they normally have cars for sale. So it was a bad parking area. It's a bad idea to park there. And we spray paint our train, and then we're getting back to the car. And as we're opening the doors, a cop drove by and saw the dome light turn on in my car because it was in a spot that normally wouldn't be any movement. So he rolled in, caught us, and he sees the spray paint in the car. And we had all had spray painted skateboards because we had I don't know why we painted our boards. We're like, yeah, we use our spray paint for our skateboards. He goes, all right, well, if I ever see these colors on on a tag in my town, I'm coming for you. As he's saying that, we hear the train we had just sprayed was getting pulled away. So as he's saying that, like, this train probably 2 cars behind us, on the tracks was just getting pulled away. That had all of our fucking spray paints on it. All of the colors we just...
Probably saying something stupid like, fuck the police.
Right. But anyways, we got MIPs. They sent the cops to the house to go wake my buddy up who was passed out drunk. And yeah, it was a whole ordeal.
I got a good one. For when it comes to, I didn't get MIPs, but this is a great story. And coincidentally enough, this involves Ben Young. So we get invited over to, I got to stop doing that when it's just me. I got invited over to Ben's place and they're having a house party. We got some minors mixed with, there's me who's an adult and one other adult. But we're like barely adults. We just became adults.
And you're hanging out with our group, like our peers.
We
would be the best way to put it. Our
grown
peers,
up kindergarten with each other. Not that particular group of friends. I really had no idea who these people, and it'll kind of tie into a little bit. Get there, having drinks, having a blast. I have just freshly got into trouble. So I'm not even trying to do illicit things to cause more heat on myself. So
you're already heated enough.
I'm not going to do that, but spice gets out of your system really fast.
Oh, good old spice days.
So yeah, I mean, this is like almost a decade ago. And I, partake. And just, I die. I don't know what happened. There was one girl who wanted nothing to do with anybody else, but apparently was talked into wake him up. So she gets on top of me, straddles my face, and just starts grinding my face. And I'm dead to the world. I have no idea. Ben Young said she tried. And she tried. Any other person in that situation would have woken up and said, this is the greatest moment of my life. Never woke up. Next thing you know, what does wake me up is a police officer smacking my arm, telling me to wake up. The party is over.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, the party was obviously over for me a little bit a while ago.
God damn.
We are sitting there. They got everybody up. Ben Young has a buddy now who has freshly shaved his head. Okay? It's going to be very important you know that detail. There is bongs, there is beer, there is other paraphernalia, but it's not anything so illicit that obviously you can see it and then you're like, these kids are getting hauled off to jail.
Yeah.
No, there's a party. No, kids are being bad. Get in there. Officer looks right at the kid and says, hey, whose weed is this? Whose bongs are these? He said he had just freshly cut his hair. It's mine. I just found out that I have cancer. I just got my head shaved for it. All of this is mine. I have my card. I can claim everything here. It's all mine. And once that boy said he had cancer, the rest of the officers looked at the guy who asked that question and they were like, you stupid son of a man. No more questions after that. They just started out handing out MIPs.
Dang.
And by the grace of God, because they had found out that he was cancer boy, literally dropped the contributing to minors that me and that other girl would have got because she was an adult and I was an adult.
Homeboy just shaved his head, didn't he?
That's all he did. He shaved his head. He was just a white
He
boy,
ain't got
not even
no
being a
fucking
skinhead or
cancer,
nothing.
dude.
Just literally white, just shaving his head because
Ain't
it's
got
hot
no
out.
fucking cancer. Nice, dude. He
But
did
then-
that on purpose. All right, I'm every time I throw an illegal party, I'm shaving my head.
I mean, that's a big statement to make once we just said all of this on a podcast.
I don't know why there were kids locked in that basement. I got cancer.
And also-
Just kidding. Jokes, guys, jokes.
You're 34 or 33, whatever it is. You're way too old to be hang out with minors.
Yeah.
If you're hanging out with
No.
minors, we got bigger problems beyond your own children. That's gonna be so weird. I was thinking about that as being a girl dad, getting invited to go like play dates and stuff where it's very girly and you're not supposed to look like a creepy dad. If you're overexcited to be there, it's creepy. If you're not excited to be there, it's also creepy.
Is there a fine medium? You can't be like, let's go play some fucking Barbies. Oh, speaking of which, have I told you the first time Izzy used the F word? It was the best.
Fill me in.
I wasn't even mad. I was impressed. So she had to have been like 3 or 4, just starting to learn how to talk, right? And I've always been a little bit of a sailor for potty mouth, but
You couldn't even make it through the first minute.
I think I will know the first test minute for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
does test minute
I think
count
it was
as
a
live
test
minute?
No, because we didn't record it, or we recorded it, but we didn't go
Does
live.
live minute count as? We're definitely, if we keep this up long enough, we're gonna have somebody write in and say, "Hey, asshole, let the guy finish his story."
Yeah.
Eventually it's gonna get there.
But anyways, Play-Doh. Her Play-Doh dried out, and then Kim's a couple hours later. She's like, "Hey, you want to play some Play-Doh?" I'm like, "Oh, I actually had to throw it away. It got dried out." She goes, "Give me some fucking Play-Doh," and I was like, I looked away, tried to hold it together, and was like, "No, we don't say that." But it was the timing and the delivery and the use of the word was on point. It might have even been, "Where is my fucking Play-Doh?" or like, "Give me some fucking Play-Doh." I was like, that was hilarious. I love that. But we can't use those words.
I've been in the same boat where you can't crack in front of your kid. Struggle.
Yeah,
I suck.
get
Like
me.
if Nando gets me, I'm fucked. It's really hard to stay because I'm the dad. I got to be the disciplinarian.
Yeah.
I have to be the.
I've always had to be that, yeah.
Yeah, but it also sucks because I guess it's lucky in the fact that your kids are so small.
I'll tell you what,
I want to
Logan.
know if your kids like were huge, if you'd have the same.
Oh,
You just still be tough with them,
I'm gonna try.
or are you just gonna look up to him and be like, get after it, boy. You do
I mean,
great at anything you do.
Nah,
I'll
Logan's
take the
gonna be
trash
bigger.
out.
I think Logan's gonna be bigger than me. I'll take the trash. Don't you worry about it, Logan. I'll get the trash.
Play that old Kevin Hart joke. He's like, shut up before I go get Steve. Oh, it's like that? Give me that trash. I'll take the goddamn trash out. I'll take the trash out.
Oh, yeah, they might be bigger than me.
What do you,
that's for sure.
There's another one. What are you going to do when your daughter is getting hit on by a boy and then she wants that little boy to knock it off and then you got to get involved? Are you going to talk to the parent? Are you going to be like...
We will go have a Rocky Balboa 80s montage with Izzy in the backyard punching sticks as I'm coming in like this, Yeah, and then she'll whoop that boy herself. We'll let her do that. Yeah, if he won't stop.
Ooh, that would be cool to see, though. She's going to be doing gymnastics, you're saying.
Yeah, she wants to. I need to get her into that for sure.
You know, it would be hilarious if my son got into gymnastics.
It would probably be good for him.
But knowing my son, he would hate it.
He would launch off that bouncy pad so good, dude.
He loves trampolines, that is for sure.
Yeah.
You think you would do the giant trampolines, those suckers that are like 40 feet up, and then you like go off the wall and then you hit it?
Oh yeah, those are really cool. Yeah, you end up like you bouncing and walking up the wall a little bit. I'd try it. Yeah,
I wonder how long you have to learn to fall.
you have to trust that where you're falling without looking, right? That you're just going to fall into that spot and that you're going to bounce back up where you need to. Some of those people do some crazy stuff.
100%. And then
Landing
it would just
on
be
a
my
bottle.
luck. I'd be like getting ready to go down. You're like, here we go, perfect landing. Oh, that's not a perfect landing.
Yeah. It's like,
his
we're gonna land.
body-
We're gonna land on our back, and then you just hit the trampoline sideways.
Just launch you over the wall.
Whoa!
Oh man, there's supposed to be a landing spot here. Whoops.
You seen the guys where they like bounce the guy extra high and he gets like 10 flips in?
I have seen
my
that.
gosh.
And I actually witnessed that because we have Get Air. And,
okay,
you know, because
yeah.
the kids love Get Air. And that, when you see some of them kids get in there, go to high flying and start doing
They're whipping people like that? Dang, bro.
man. I just almost feel like you're in the Gravitron. I get nauseous just staring at it.
Oh, dude, even have you got on a swing set lately?
Is it bad for you?
Yeah,
You get like vertigo? and
it's
stuff
like
from
my stomach just does some weird stuff when I'm going the back and forth. But like we used to do crazy shit on the swings. Do you remember
100%.
in Elder Grove when we did like the stunts, the swing stunts? Were you ever there for that?
I'm telling you, but like for people who don't know, Elder Grove, once upon a time, I mean, it was 100-year-old school. Like
Back then.
wooden.
So now it's 120-year-old.
Like there was a bathroom that was like this.
Oh,
and it was like a
the
white
saloon
door.
doors. The saloon doors.
I literally watched a kid shit himself and then try to hide himself in there. You know what I mean? He's trying to wipe up his dirty drawers, and the poor doors are still going like this, and you just see dirty drawers.
Poor guy. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry. Sorry for your loss.
I don't know whatever happened to that kid. Sometimes I wonder, like, whatever happened. And if Ashley Hamza, if you were out there, just fill me on how you're doing. I've wondered for a long time. Anyways, back to everything we're talking about.
Yeah. But it was that was a crazy school. It was they used to have a bell. I don't even know if the bell still works out there.
That's a great question. But they had like the whole thing before I get sidetracked was that jungle gym. I mean, it was like prehistoric.
Yeah.
And then something happened mid-90s where everything got like, or I guess towards the late 90s, and just straight pussified everything.
We used to have the hard seats they weren't the floppy ones that bend like this. They were legitimately like almost like a 2x6 hard, and we used to do the coolest tricks on them. We had
as long
swing
as you
tricks.
had the inside one, because the outside one had blacktop.
But by the we had I remember that. Yeah,
I messed up.
But we used to do crazy tricks. Were you ever part of that?
Oh, 100%.
The swing tricks.
I thought I could have been cool because this was like one of the most crazy moves I thought I could do. It was off of the blacktop. If you timed it right, you could use your bottom of your shoes and slide on the gravel, and it would almost be like you're like
levitating.
A little bit. But that particular time, I had way too much air, and I turfed out. And blacktop, man, that's rash.
Yeah.
And he's a cool kid now, but at the time, he was a dickhead. Like every time we go rollerblading, he would follow behind me. He'd go, and then I would fall on my ass over and over again. Shout out Riley Clement. You're a dickhead, but also it's funny.
Dude, my best move was as you're swinging, you get really high, and then I would climb onto the bottom of that swing set, and as it came out to its peak, I would let go, and I would like lean out like that to where just my legs were holding on to the swing. That was like my signature move. And then you got to curl up to the seat as it comes through it there, and then do it again on the next one.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that was my go-to. But as soon as we got floppy seats, you couldn't do that anymore.
The distance you can launch yourself, because you had that nice gravel pit.
Yep.
It was like until like
backflip 180,
5th grade where they really started hammering down on that. Because everybody was like, that was the height of BMX.
That, and then I think what came next was Jackass. So me and my friends, we would pretend to do like a stunt, DJ, and then we would just eat shit.
Jackass start?
2001.
I have no idea. Does Jackass
Well, because no,
predate?
before they were Jackass, they were CDK or whatever. They were skate guys that were making skate videos, but they also messed with their friends. CDK, CKY.
CKY.
That was where Bam Margera and all those guys were. They started making skate videos, but half of the skate videos were them doing those weird Jackass skits.
Because now it's like
started. I could be wrong, by the way. Anybody, I could call me out if I'm wrong. I'm probably never right.
Other viewer, fill us in if you know what happened.
I'm starting to think it's probably EJ because he would be out driving right now for work, so he couldn't be able to chat. He's probably just got us in his ear, and he's probably like, every time they say my name, I want to tell him to shut the fuck up.
All of a sudden, it's just like,
that was up from it.
Who knows?
Oh shit!
Let's find out.
And then we'll get more and more. We'll be able to take clips from this one and.
Yo, DJ, where are we sitting at time wise?
Oh, you can see ours if you look right up.
Oh,
120.
Look at that. We did
120.
an hour and 20?
Yeah.
That quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And then yeah, that's where we can. I've been keeping an eye on that. I looked at it when we were at 55 minutes.
Whoever's out there, whenever you hear this, across whatever timeline you hear this, promote the show, follow the show, get the show off the ground. We don't want to have to be painters for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I'd love to be.
Can we not just wake
streamer.
up and do this? That would be great.
All day, go live all day.
Come on, guys. You know you want to listen.
We have the conversations. We've got between us 65 years of life experiences, funny stories. Not only that, we've got other people's funny stories we can tell.
Put both of us together,
65.
You have one semi-retired old man. It's
Hey,
a lot of wisdom between their ears.
well, see, that's the thing, is our wisdom will be different from an old man's wisdom. Yes, it probably won't be as lucrative, but maybe it'll be better for the times, you know?
I don't know, but we're in Montana,
Hold
so
on.
we have the best rich olds.
Let me rephrase that. Nobody take my advice ever. I got an ex-wife and 2 kids. Like, I'm a walking red flag. Do not take my advice. Let me go back a few steps and tell everybody. This is probably not the guy you want to listen to.
Oh, man.
That was another one of my jokes. It was like, you know what I do? We were talking to people about their relationship, and then EJ and Ashley would just laugh because they know that's the running joke. Is my wife left me. All for the best, guys. We're happier.
I was gonna say, are we saving it for another pod? Because man, this makes for good podcast material.
Funny. Like I said, the amount. If she was watching 6 months after we split, there were some jokes. I had some funny ass fucking ex-wife jokes, but now I get to say those jokes because I have an ex-wife. It's not because I feel that way about her. It's just now that I have one, I get to say all sorts of fucking.
So at the end of the day, ladies,
jokes.
you know he is marriage material. He wants to do it again.
No, I'm not marriage material. She left.
But like every good woman wants, you are a project. And I'm not projecting that.
Ooh. Well,
whoa, DJ.
Projects cost a lot of money, cost a lot of time.
How come I can't do the same reverse wise? If there's any very, very rich women out there who are looking for a young stud,
how old would you go if you were going to marry for money? How old would you marry? And she's okay with this. She understands. She gets it. She's like, I got nobody. I just want somebody to be with me until I go, and I'll give you all my shit.
Is there any stipulations?
I mean, you gotta make her happy. You gotta, get it on. You at least gotta get. You at least gotta. Yeah. I mean, I would assume so. If she's looking for something in this relationship, maybe not. Maybe in this relationship, she's literally just looking for someone to talk to her and run her through the rest of her life.
Then I'm like,
y'all all for it.
We're shooting for 99 then. I'll be with her for those last dying
If
days.
you did have to add the intercourse in there, does that change your decision?
That definitely changed the decision because I might kill her in the process of intercourse, and I couldn't live with that on my conscience. Think about poor.
What if she was like, I'll sign a document saying if it happens, that's cool. It's all good.
If this strapping young lad penetrates me and fucks me to death.
Only then do you get the will.
If you do not bone me to death.
Then, and only then.
Yes, Gladys. Yes, I will.
I will gladiously do this.
What are you here for? I'm here to collect my money. You did it, you dirty son of a bitch. You killed her.
Oh,
It was all in the throes of passion.
I didn't mean to. I didn't even mean
I mean,
to.
I did, but I didn't.
I mean, look what I've continued to
I
do.
needed that money, but also, I'm sorry, she's not here anymore.
I'm sorry, but I needed the money.
$20 is $20. And that,
Damn,
folks, we haven't
Gladys.
even
Oh,
hour and a half. We were there. We made it. First episode. Come on, guys. You got to give us some credit.
not bad. Yeah,
We'll get to
We'll
2
take it.
hours. It ain't bad for the first show.
yeah, pretty good. Pretty
The
good.
fact that we got one of you guys to even listen. Don't forget, go tell your friends.
Yeah.
When are we going to do this
Everybody?
again?
Let's see. What did we say? Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Wednesdays? And Tuesdays and Thursdays. That'd be 2 times a week, or do we want to try 3?
Well, okay, so behind the scenes, we're trying to get
We're a solid schedule, and we'll still might need to lock down the location that we do it if we're going to do it in the mornings.
sometimes you might be like, whoa, where are these guys at?
Either
We might go to a place and you're like, whoa, what are they doing it here for?
either that, or we
Keep
take
you on your toes, guys.
take a day where we record a couple episodes. Don't do it live. We edit it and release them on certain days.
You guys
There's
are
all
gonna have
sorts
to
of
let us know.
options. Yeah, I would prefer live because we just get to hit go live and get it going on. But
Or maybe people will be like, wow, you really need to take a few. And
yeah, you need to edit that dumb stuff out.
What if they took everything that we just talked about and they're like shortened to like 10 minutes of actual use?
Right. These guys talked a lot. We're only going to use about 1:50 of it because they're dumb.
Wow, what if you can only have so much conversation?
If you were limited to like every day, you could only conversate, say, 20 minutes because we've been conversating an hour and a half. Like, that's nuts. If you had a daily limit of 20-minute conversation, you'd have to get into your morning meeting and get the fuck out. Get in. Hey guys, you're doing this. You're doing this. You're doing this. Talk to you later. Hopefully you don't have questions.
Oh, what a scary thing. And then like it would literally, you just stop talking. Like you'd be
Yep.
mid-conversation. It's go.
Oh, and then you got to buy more credits.
Just start writing stuff down. That's how they would get you too. I'm telling you,
Yep.
that movie In Time.
You got to buy more credit. No,
That is
dude,
such a
idiocracy
terrifying-
is where we're headed. I do love that.
If corporations have their way with it, they would love to turn it into In Time.
I love that movie. They wanted to get the stupidest shoe that no one would ever actually wear, and it turns out they got Crocs. And everyone wears Crocs now. It's like exactly the opposite of what
I
they
mean,
wanted.
isn't that essentially what a Yeezy is a giant croc?
Yeah, it looks just like it.
Dude, I'm
Oh,
unprofessional.
are we getting I swear to God, I thought I heard a car door outside too, so I thought like the timing of that was impeccable.
Who would be here?
It could have just been the neighbors too. We are on the north side. Could have been someone trying to steal my guns.
Bryce is Uber eating.
Oh,
He gets a sandwich on his way.
shit.
I'm sorry, DJ. Oh no.
Oh,
All right, we're gonna have to sign off, guys. I've leaked too much. You know too much.
we're gonna delete this episode.
Probably gonna have to delete it.
We said names and shit.
Names have been said.
Yeah, you even talked about Ben.
Oh
You
geez.
even said his last name.
His
dude.
last name,
Yeah,
too.
dude, you just doxed him. People are gonna be Googling him. Don't Google him. You'll find some raunchy things about him. Oh boy. I'm just kidding. I don't think there's anything bad out there. Don't Google me either. Honestly, I've made this joke a couple times. If we ever do get famous, I'm gonna be canceled before I ever get too famous. You go back to my stream stuff and you watch a couple of those, boom, canceled. Hawk to a girl wants to be not famous anymore, date me, boom, not famous. Because they'll start digging, they'll find out things I've said as a joke.
We gotta save that for the next one, but yeah, her 15 minutes of fame are like,
I don't know, I did see her on another Whitney podcast.
Yeah,
but that's
like
the second Whitney podcast, so she is not doing anything else that I've seen.
But I just don't think
Good for her, though. Good for her for using as much as she did, you know.
Captain Sabaho over here.
Well, dude, if you get your chance to take that 15 minutes of fame and you don't take it.
We're trying to whore ourselves out.
I'll tell you what, if something goes viral of us, I'll be doing the same thing. Start an OnlyFans. She did not do that, by the way, guys. Yeah. She did not, but I would.
He's like, I will.
Yeah.
You name it.
You'll see.
You name the poses. I'm doing it.
You pay me. Actually, not gonna lie. I'll be 100% honest with you. Me and EJ have talked about this. Dick dress up. Your OnlyFans is costumes for your dick.
Have you looked into it?
Nah.
We gotta save this for the next podcast. We can't be
going in at the end here. All right, we'll
sign off.
We'll talk the OnlyFans dick costumes next week.
I mean, hopefully that's what we start the podcast off with. But who knows? Someone's gonna start doing it as soon as we said it because it's a great idea. It's copyrighted. You seen it here first.
Don't fucking take my shit.
Timestamp. All that stuff.
That's us. All right, guys. Much love. We will see you guys on the next episode here in a few days. Bye.
Next time.